It's not that straightforward. Warlock is really, really strong. Yeah, they do have the silencer to combo with the duel, but you're using your big 2-5 ultimate to maybe secure 1 kill. Like, what do they have? Like, if they have a Solar Crest, I think it's combination. Life Stealer, you have the Rock, you have Fatal Bonds. If you're dueling, you can't purge off the Fatal Bonds. It's pretty scary to actually duel.
Hard Eye is being pushed back out again, and that's going to be pretty standard lane. So aggressive down the bottom, up against Jesus, the Lifestealer versus Centaur. This Silencer plus Legion Commander dual offlane. Be having some decent fun times, and we'll see just how well Pilot Eye is able to do on this Warlock. Normally one of the best heroes for harassing out the lanes. And then towards the mid, goodbye to Vision for mid 1, hello for Vision for VGJ, and a really nice lane for Freeze. Would be a little bit nicer if FY was able to connect with a rolling boulder. But as Fug was saying, we want to see him on magical damage style heroes, exactly like the Lina.
One's block is a little bit better. Oh, Freeze actually going for the Life Strike Roy level 1. This is actually pretty uncommon. You'll use one build. So you can... The thing about Life Strike Roy is the radius is just way too small to actually win the lane. You want to get the CS and the harass with the Sling. Top lane just a little bit of harass going on. A little bit too, but it has a salve, should be good. Didn't pop during oof, all is good.
My name is unimportant.
I'm still wondering how this top lane is meant to function for Team Secret. Like, they got sustain behind them, but Fenrir and RTK is just like the perfect frontline tank. Poppy wants to do the pull, but yeah, now he's going to realize it's blocked, so he'll be able to de-ward that Observer Ward out. That's a small advantage for him.
Still a minute and a half before he can really do anything in that. Guess he can consider pulling the sides, but the thing about pulling against LC is not that great.
Poppy actually has to boulder down that. Overwhelming odds connecting on 3 heroes. RTK just runs away.
Fenrir is making them work for this lane though. Lycan, he is, I would definitely agree with the panel that he is not strong in lane. His wolves die super easily. Howl is like a really long cooldown, and he offered too much.
But what do you really do? Like, you're not going to push, like, MP just has to tough it out.
Wait till nighttime. Nighttime's a little bit better for him.
But you could always just sit him jungle. You have one of the people who used to actually run that Poppy running like a jungle, but that was a very old time. Poppy's on the run. Orb of Venom's making life very difficult against FY. And Freeze is nearby, but not close enough to actually do damage.
It's pretty interesting that they put FY on the Earth Spirit. Fenrir on the side. Really, it's, I would say, swapped, especially because you usually give a lot more farm silencer to this game. I think because maybe they wanted to put him to offlane and realize that he's not going to be able to pull, he's not going to be getting a lot of levels, he's not going to be farming a lot, that better to relegate him to the 5 and have trouble.
And mid one needs some help right now. The kick comes through from FY, rolling boulder as well, and Freeze. The perfect line strike array, another advantage of having that early on.
Yeah.
If FY can connect, you know you've got the control.
I think FY is also just much better on the roaming hero. Just better, way better at getting kills than FY, and FY I think is, or Fenrir is much better at like defending and stabilizing. Stick on mid one. Usually you'll see like a raindrop. I think if you're a little bit scared, you try and get away with Midas as fast as possible on Invoker, but sometimes when you're in a tough matchup like versus Lina, you have to go for some.
Even before he finishes his boost, he's just put Magic Wand in his quick buy.
Yeah, I am surprised to see that though over the drops though, because once he's level 6, you have to worry about dying all the time, especially with Earth Spirit in the game. And when level 6 is usually nighttime too. I haven't any vision in that area.
How's the bottom lane looking? That's one lane we haven't really talked about. Keizu is abandoned it just to do his little farming with Iron Talon. But he's managed to hit 4 levels in 4 minutes. But aggressive. Not number 1, but he's not far off it in the CS. There's a lot of free space for this live stealer. And then we start asking like timings. Like, is it still that roaming of the Earth Spirit? Do you infest into a combination? Mid 1's probably getting initiated on in a second. FY is seeing him so low. But that's deep under a tower if they go. Not yet. Rolling boulder. Oh, he misses the target. Tries to go for the kick, a little bit blind with the cold snap. Snowball's gonna come in, Sunstrike. Oh no! The shards from Puppey pushes him out of range of the Sunstrike, and now Puppey's in trouble. Freeze standing his ground with that level 2 slave up. He's just able to bring down the Tusker.
That looks so improbable that would happen right there.
One too many igloo blocks.
Like the way it looked like it casted, though, it looked like almost no possible way. Like if I were Puppey right there, I'd be like flabbergasted that happened. Wow. Huh.
That was going to be a guaranteed kill for Team Secret. That would have been a big one for mid one. Would have pushed him a lot closer to completing up his Hand of Midas.
At least mid one didn't die though. It was close to comboed by the link after the zone. Been playing pretty safe. I like his position.
RTK's itching on top lane with Fenrir. Pilot Eye is doing the pull, but RTK doesn't have duel just yet, but with the high movement speed, thanks to his phase boots, Fenrir, let off everything he's got. Pilot Eye, the Shadow Word's giving him just enough life to potentially survive. Back onto the tier 2 tower. Pilot Eye's so low, they've come in deep for this one. And MP, what do you really do against this? You shard forward and you block in Fenrir. With the walls, with MP, maybe with a stun forward. FY, the space, the Sunstrike from mid one. It'll be able to connect, and MP making a break for the tree line. Needs to stay hidden. RTK doesn't have anything else to really fight with yet. He doesn't have the mana for it. And Warlock will arrive again to heal up MP. Get them back into the lane.
MP's just not well suited for this lane at all with the Wolf. Like the Wolves you don't really want to put on ROTK because he's just gonna proc extra attacks. But then you just let this LC just run all over you in lane. So he doesn't really have a good option as
they're going again top lane, rolling ball to forward, right on top of MP. The kick is perfect, connecting onto MP. He'll go down, +2 for Fenrir. In fact, it's up to 4 now on Pilot Eye under the tower. RTK is more than tanky enough to go in for it. In fact, it's going to be Fenrir as that silencer who picks up the double kill on the off lane.
Whew, at least Pilot Eye bought his boots. He was about to be a 0-item Warlock. Now he's a 1-item Warlock. Poor guy.
And MP's doing the only thing he can do. Jungle, jungle, jungle. But Fenrir's timing. He's coming in for the aggressive Observer and Sentry. Doesn't see in deep enough to see MP farming. But they'll know the second he comes back into the lane.
But then you're just getting out of the gears free. Not really good game for the people with the LC. On this game. He hasn't even had any
No, not yet. Pilot Eye has been the man tasked to hold the top lane. He's got boots only. At least the movement speed is going to allow him to run a little bit faster away from the Legion.
Yeah, but in this case, like you're not okay with the supports constantly dying.
Ah, it's going to miss from FY. They still want to go in deeper, and they force the TP out. Puppey will end up cancelling it. He wasn't that far away, and they know exactly what's going on. Again, that one Radiant Observer Ward is seeing Puppey and MP farming in the jungle. Breeze doesn't find his target. Looks like he's also going to go in after double knock into a Yule step on this Lina. Smoke gank onto Freeze may not be exactly what they want either. Did anyone bring detection? T just picked up an Invis rune.
Yeah, I think they see that and immediately bounce. Cold snap into Snowball should be a kill for them. ROTK trying to find any stragglers.
Can I see it? The ping's coming out. He knows the Wolves are on top, but the bounty rune got taken underneath the Observer Ward. So rolling boulder over, Fenrir in the trees. Wants to get out of this one, but it won't be possible. Quick kill for MP. Now they move over to RTK. Quick press the attack. Phase boots on cooldown for half a second. He's actually turning to try and fight this with the support of aggressive who's rotated up. FY needs the rolling boulder kick to find the target, and MP is going to be it. The kick won't connect over on Puppey. Bringing the sigil out, slow everything down. You can, but with Laguna Blade from Freeze, the damage is enough. The Sunstrike's looking for his target, but RTK, he stuck around just a little bit longer. The Sunstrike never connected, and it's Puppey trying to stay in the trees before Freeze and FY are able to connect on him. And with the Light Strike array, Puppey is locked into position and brought down.
His DP was almost up, but not quite. And it looks like Aggressive's first rotation should yield them the T1 up on top. Mid one trying to desperately respond with something in the mid lane, but they really need levels. They were able to make that guy because Warlock is not level 6. They need to find some space for the jungle, maybe even with some of the cores that are farming up the jungle, but his level 6 is priority. I would definitely say that he gets a tome over anyone else come 10 minutes.
They were trying to give it to him on the top lane before. That's why MP went jungle.
As soon as it hits daytime, though, you can't just sit back. When it was nighttime, he can just sit in the fog just right outside of the range of the vision of the creeps and be okay. But as soon as it's daytime, he's just dead. And that's before duel. Now that he has duel, he just has no place to be up there.
Freeze is looking for his next target. Laguna Blade just comes off cooldown. There's just enough mana, but then Snowball forward. Freeze caught out. The Light Strike array connects on 3. The Sunstrike, the damage is good on Freeze, but Fly can't create enough space. All he's going to do, or maybe he can. Aggressive comes in from behind. Kaizu is just food to him. So it's a 1-for-1 trade off the Earth Spirit for the Centaur. As MP wants to go a little bit further out, yeah, he'll be able to escape.
Damn, FY. That.
Goodness. The stuns.
Yeah.
See, this is why Tidehunter is no longer picked.
Yeah,
They just got better.
Oh man, yeah, that was pretty beautiful by FY setting that up. They didn't even lose the Luna. So I wonder what talent Freeze is going to take at level 15 now that it's actually a tough decision. I'm not even sure what he's going to take at 10.
What if he goes for the Smail?
Yeah, I mean, he'll most likely take. I usually see
bottom lane. It's just not his day. The duel is the first one, and we have ourselves a winner. It's ROTK. Pushes him closer towards that Blink Dagger.
Only double-digit victories, ROTK. Should be ashamed. I think I've seen like a lot of people with like 1,000 victories. I'm like, how often do they play?
That's because ROTK don't play matchups. He doesn't care about MMR.
Well, I think like a lot of times they play like block. Yeah, they can help you stuff so you don't get counters on that.
Yeah.
So that's slightly, you know, it's not that great.
Ally. Death
What
is
about
for
leveling up the
enemies.
Arcanas? What if you want to unlock like the Juggernaut one? You have to play pubs, Toby, pubs. Instead of
Smoke from BGJ, Freeze, FY, and Fenrir together. And trigger the shrine quickly, but their target is mid one. Looking towards that Invoker, so FY, a lot of pressure on him to hit that rolling boulder. Thanks to the Observe what they have, it's only got 3 more seconds left on it, and that's not a lot of time when mid one moves back behind the tower. So they need to plant down a fresh one. Oh no, they planted down 2 right on top of each other. It's the same as game 1, and mid one, okay, no. Stampede, let's say almost a haste rune.
He didn't stun there. I don't know if it would have been a kill with a stun anyways, but that was really nice to Secret dodging that gank. I think Kay was extremely quick with that stampede. They were probably expecting a smoke gank, but it was still pretty nice. They could have used Global if they really wanted to, but
Puppy, rolling boulder, the wolves. Oh no, he didn't again, Puppy! Oh, come on, give this man some level of a break. Pushes himself down because the snowball isn't taking him up high ground, and then the shark actually pushing BGJ's heroes away. Mid tower will fall, open wounds, over on the Centaur with the global silence. There's just no way to escape. They push themselves into this engagement without having the Stampede available. BGJ knew they had a kill.
ROTK was not scouted out by any of his reward. I think he is going to be able to.
Can he duel? Ooh, he's so close to mid one.
Ooh, that was really adventurous by him. Like he blinked up the hill knowing that there wouldn't be any vision, but then he had to walk up for the duel. They don't get a kill.
Like, you want to go on the Invoker, but the snowball's going to stop you.
Well, you just need to be able to find them, right? Like it's okay, because I think if he does snowball to counter duel, they lose 2 heroes because Freeze will just stun afterwards, and both of them will die. So I think you're worried about just being able to catch them at all. Now duel's still on cooldown. He's just not going to be able to find anyone.
The panel was tossing around with what the build was going to be over on the like, and the Desolator after Armlet was one of the choices. Instead, it's going to be a Master Commander after actually going for the Armlet.
Oh, Master Commander is actually a pretty good choice. I guess it doesn't really help against duel, but does help against pretty much everything else. Even like doing a lot of damage versus Lifestealer, doing Roshan. Haven't really seen too much Master though.
FY run away. Mid one, the vision's there. The cold snap will connect. FY cannot escape. There is TP support coming in. It's aggressive. But still the walls finish the job on FY.
He's been doing a fantastic job of scouting with those wolves. I think that's actually the hardest part about playing Lycan, is scouting with the wolves all game long. It's kind of what you need to do.
They're looking for a big fight on bottom lane. You start with the upheaval. Pilot Eye has the rock, and you can see Team Secret, the second Pilot Eye hit that level 6, they want to try and fight aggressive with the Rage. He doesn't know Keizu's there, getting body blocked up a little bit. Now the Sentry Ward is down, they understand it. And the charge forward, the shards will hold aggressive down, the rock will hit. They're stuck over on too aggressive, able to dodge it thanks to the Infest, but cannot dodge the cold snap. There's Team Secret. Puppey, not a healthy man, wants to TP out. He'll actually survive. No, the duel! RTK blinks in, takes out the captain of Team Secret, and is looking for more. It's got no more control available, however, so Team Secret will bail out.
ROTK, that was a tough call for him. Like, do you get close enough to the lifestealer so that he can infest you and then you can blink out? Or do you wait for a better initiation so you want more dual damage, but you sacrifice your lifestealer? That's a really hard call. And he went with left aggressive, literally to the wolves.
He's a brawler, not a bro.
Yeah, he could have been both.
Keizu rolling boulder forward. The silence is absolutely perfect, but the Phantom Bond's connected with a 3 kick. Is there from FY once again. Snowball has to be used by Puppey to protect him. Sunstrike right in the mark. It's going to connect over on Freeze. FY, not a healthy man either, but Fenrir standing on the back line is doing the damage. FY, 22 HP. He can't rolling boulder away. The wolves were there to do the damage, but now Puppey, he's going to go down. Fenrir claiming his 4th kill of the game. He only ever does it in 2s. The aggressive is looking for more as well. Under the tower, there's no mana. RTK can't duel. Now he's fatal bombs up to the creep wave and getting cold snap down. No way for him to survive in too deep, and it's mid one who'll take the killing spree from him for 342 gold.
Let's find
She's actually not that farmed for the status that I thought she would be in. She was 3-0 and 3 up until that point, but he really only has like phase boots and blink and just hasn't been able to. Yeah, he really needs to play mill. He also needed more mana at that point, more so than, I mean, he had the rope. Perhaps he would have been able to cast the duel right then. But Invoker is big. Mid one is almost in the same place as he was net worth wise, and compared to the last game where he was SF and dominated. This time he is Midas and he is Invoker. He got past the tough part of the game, which was Flaming versus ES. And now that he almost has Scepter, he is going to be destroying them. And yeah, he kind of has to worry about Silencer, but aside from that, he really doesn't have to worry about anything. As long as Tusk is really quick with the snowball. Like they have to blow a lot of spells to try and deal with the Tusk. Like they even got a really nice stun chain on the Tusk because he was trying to snowball the Centaur to save him, and they actually stunned the Tusk as he was coming in. But I think like later on in the fight, when he has
that guy is dead.
It's infest time.
Yep,
The Sentry was down, so even if mid one wants to go inside a Kill Swap, it won't happen. And it's just infest, jump to duel, and mid one no way to survive that. Even a global silence just in case.
they expected like 3-4 Petros behind them, but
well, mid one was very aggressively pushed out.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. That's because he was
raw.
He was really close to Scepter. You know, you get that greed. You're like, oh man, I almost have it. I almost have it. I just one piece away. And then you're like, oh wait, I just delayed myself another 2 minutes. And his Midas is off cooldown. Or very close to it.
Still allow aggressive to close the distance.
We haven't seen as many Midases as I had expected to. There's only one in this game. 1 out of 10 heroes. Yeah.
An ally has been slain.
So he actually, because he was looking at the Eul's to start with, now he's moved himself and going to the bottom. So he's able to finish that up 3-19 minutes, and the next item he has in his quick buy is actually a Shadow Blade.
That's their standard build. Shadow Blade. Yeah. Yeah, good for Invoker, especially. I think that should mostly be. I don't even know if he can do a solo. Probably needs +1. Maybe leave the LC, do it with the infest bombs.
Like a front line.
The Mask of Madness lifesteal is actually really nice versus the Blade Mail too. LC, like, it's a very big problem at the core when you're dealing with a Blade Mail LC. Like, do I build damage and just kill myself on Blade Mail, or do I build no damage and survivability and just do no damage in team fights at all, and probably still die in the duel? So it's kind of a nice mix, I would say, having the attack speed and the lifesteal, and he can also farm with it. Although I'm not necessarily sure that you need the Feral Impulse.
Use it all now to farm for the moment. FY is being stalked by the Wolves. Tries to find the money for his Blink Dagger. He's a little bit the Rolling Boulder out and not join the rest of his team. The rest of his team is grouping up around the mid lane. Smokes on either on any of these players, but aggressive. That is what he wants to do. Desolator is completed, and he moves inside the pit. At the same time, Team Secret are reading exactly the same play. The Lycan Wolves are coming over now. They don't have any Observers looking around the pit, but they do find the aggressive.
They need a smoke if they want to make this fight happen. They they actually might need a Jebs.
Enemy has been slain.
That Observer doesn't see enough. They go for the silence over on K2. They just jump forward. It's going to be Puppy as the one brought down by the Infest combo, but Lycan running forward. Mask Commander's trick takes so much damage. Freeze the Sunstrike. He'll connect with the Rocket Battle bonds together. VGJ, their fates are tied, but for how long? They'll back out as far as they can. Back into the fight. MP, not a healthy man. FY can't do enough damage to bring Lycan into that critical place. Or maybe he can. The Magnetize armlet toggle through, and they're in range of the Shrine. So 1-for-1 trade on Kaiser, jumping forward, he has to create space for Pilot to survive as Fenrir couldn't get the last slave in, so he'll fall for it as well. MP with the double kill, the Ice Wall, VGJ, they just can't run, they're forced to stay in their ground, but Freezy to do the damage from the side. Aggressive will finally go down, MP with a triple kill, they can turn their attention towards the Lina, but the double light strike array, it won't be enough, just keep running Freeze, the Laguna Blade, but it's not enough, mid one, pushes him back with a deafening blast. He'll find the kill, and it is all out war. It was a 5-4 trade-off in that fight, and we're not done yet. FY, I can't get in range of mid one. Mid one's out. He's home. He's home.
I think that was the best individual play I've seen MP make. That was disgustingly good, how we went in and it looked like suicide. But as Global Silence is wearing off and he's more than hasted, he just cut really quickly to the southeast as his team followed up with the big rock, with the big fatal bond, and then he armlet toggled like 3 things only to die to the light striker right at the end. But that was, oh my god, that was good.
Wonderful Dota. Keeping it level, 22 minutes in. 19-14 kills galore. It's not done yet. The double damage rune aggressive ends are fine. So they look back towards Roshan. Fenrir, that's a nice advantage going into it. A quick sentry towards Secret Ops. So the Sunstrike connects on Freeze. They know what's going on, but the question is, can they do anything about it? The Observer Ward scouted everything moving in, but Roshan's dropping so quickly thanks to that double damage rune. The Team Secret won't get there in time. The Sigil is being a pain in the butt, but VGJ, they still own Roshan, and it's aggressive who will hold on to the Aegis.
No Echo Saber on the Life Stealer. Personal choice, I suppose. Pretty, it's not, but I don't think it's that great versus the Lycan, because it's going to be perma-hasted, so that might factor into a little bit. Yeah, respawn time taken by Lina. She probably is going to be dying a lot, but at the same time, that means you're not going to have any long-range artillery. You're going to have to rely on a lot on your melee heroes, which isn't going to be easy to deal with Stampede, to deal with Upheaval. You have to deal with Haste and Lycan.
Freeze,
Ice
freeze,
Wall. Oh.
Freeze. The Sunstrike's there. FY tries to create space. Actually helps tanking up the Sunstrike and sacrifices himself for the greater good.
Uh-oh, they can't deal with this
FP's
wolf.
ulti as well going off for this.
It's not that long for cooldown, but he kind of just run around and do what he wants to fight. Do they have to duel him to lock him in place? I think it's the only way they can really kill him. I don't know. It's not looking good. And then from this wolf here. That's before PKP. He can just run at the silencer. What is the silencer supposed to do versus this menace?
Rely on his teammates. Lina moves to the top, same with aggressive. Still trying to finish up that assault cuirass he's got in his quick buy. Poor Freeze as well. Gets the Bloodstone, now down to 7 charges on that. This isn't the dream, and you can see the defensive item as well for silencing. Got that Ghost Scepter in quick fight.
Yeah,
That's his only way to stop the attack.
Yep. I guess alternatives are like, what, Force Staff, which only sees you temporarily. I guess Ghost Scepter is a little bit longer of a save. Alternatively, you can go Shadow Blade, but he's not in any position to fight that item.
Everyone's doing the same thing. And with the double Ghost Scepters on your supports, it will force like that situation where MP can't just run in and instantly get a kill. Highlight die, blink up RTK. He actually starts with the overwhelming odds and then gets the dual win damage. So plus 58 now with the RTK. With a plus 2 on the starter as well, he's sitting at 18 positives at the moment. The trade-off will be the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. But that trade-off is easy when Freeze takes the top.
It's actually pretty important that they kill Pilot Eye, because he's the one that's actually building anti-global silence. He's the only person on the Dire side going for...
They're on TP scrolls. Like...
Yeah, there's
no
one deep. What is happening here?
They're missing a lot of TP scrolls. You better allow Light to come down. And you've got Legion Commander as well. There's no duel for 8 seconds. The Stampede, MP's in the trees, Freeze! Oh, they'll find him. That's one way to kill off the Lycan. That's maybe not essential. If they waited 3 seconds, they would have had dual damage again from killing off the Lycan.
It's just instinct.
Kill him and move on.
Yep. You gotta maximize your damage in team fights, but
maximize your damage by getting more.
Well, they thought it might have potentially been more. Kind of like how they overcommitted with the global on bottom. You just expect more heroes to be there, because generally that's, you know, you don't get free pickups like that very often.
But I'm sure the problem of having the bottom lane, it take a little bit too long to get down there. And Team Secret have really good tower kill. Like that tier 3 tower fell very, very quickly before VGJ could do anything about it.
Yeah, they were busy trying to cover T2s, I suppose, but now their shrines are vulnerable, and that is definitely not good when you just want to stop Invoker from getting Roche. He went Lincoln's on Invoker, so there's still no way to deal with Global, but it is really, really good versus Duel, which is mainly what's going to be picked off by Legion Commander. The very common counter is to get Halberd, so you can proc the Lincolns before, but he still has to get his BKB first. So anti-global measures on Secret side. It looks like 2 Lotus Orbs are being built, 1 on Pilot Knight, prioritizing that over any other item, and 1 on Centaur, who's prioritizing that over an Axe. But, you know, Axe has been nerfed a few times, and it's decent enough, but I would say the Warlock one is even more important. If I were Centaur, I think you actually cast the Lotus on your Warlock, so he can drop the rock during duel.
They scouted out Freeze, the Sentry Ward was down, and thanks to the Wolf being there, RTK barely missing it. The guesstimation is right on point for VGJ. They have the lane, but escape, and maybe top lane. The silence is out, but where's the vision? They don't have it. Mid one just able to scuttle himself away, back deeper into his own jungle. And VGJ miss out and yet again another initiation.
Whew, he was way too quick on the Ghost Walk there. I think you might actually just like preemptively silence at that point, because if you silence, he can just walk back. He can't blink out, which is normally what you're afraid of for a global silence, but because they casted it too late, FY was unable to get that blink off.
They're bringing Dust this time. FY has got his Dust up and running. MP taking out the Shrine. Mid one's there to support it. Advantage of taking up that tier 3 tower. Tier 3 tower bottom lane.
Yeah, this is...
I don't know what I expected.
Still pretty tight. VGJ don't really know if they're going to win the next one. So it's going to come down to a lot of like really nice Lotus Orb usage. Centaur has this completed right now. The timing of isn't up right now. Are they going to catch it aggressive? Oh, my.
Kill him off. The Sunstrike on the mark. Aggressive. Can he toggle his way back up the hill? The silence is there, but the Deafening Blast from mid one. It'll help connect. It was Paladin that found the kill. Poppy will trade his life for it. Remember, they did commit the rock to go for this fight, as now you look for that Legion. The jump, and he can't do it, not while he's being cold snapped up, but his bottom lane is the distraction game. MP pushing in through the bottom, looking for that melee racks. FY wants the kick, but he can't stop it. The duel will begin. That'll keep MP open. If he can only just do enough work, MP will end up falling. The melee rack is still alive at the moment. The mid one will be able to finish the job.
MP won that duel.
Sunstrike! Oh, Fenrir. So close. Freeze as well just has to hide inside the base. Team Secret, they've ravaged the bottom, and they're moving towards the mid now.
Everyone just leaves aggressive stranded. He was raged for like 3 seconds trying to walk back to his base, and no one is there to infest. Like, where is the teamwork coming out from VGJ? This is not the same team that we saw a couple months ago.
Yeah, there's
Let's find something.
definitely some problems in their first series of the day. And with this format, problems can drop you down. No way to get the top seeds if you lose even a single game.
Like, their main problem right now is their melee's getting, or is aggressive getting kited. Or just initiated on like that fight because they didn't have silence. But they have to enable the
This
life
would be
steal.
nice. Freeze, Life Strike Array connects, Laguna Blade, quick, simple pick-off over on Puppey. And he needs to create space for the rest of his team now.
New scanner added to security.
Yeah, it's just incredibly difficult though when they had a blow global silence like that to try and go for a kill, and then you lose so much with just one small mistake there.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower.
Roshan gonna be up very, very soon. BGJ, they just cannot let that go. You might like win a duel in exchange for the Aegis, but that's not gonna be worth it because you're still gonna lose team fight. Like, they don't really have any punch after duels. Like, oh, okay, duel, and then you're dead, and your whole team's dead, and your buildings are dead. So
That's a lot of issues you're talking about.
if aggressive can right-click people, I think they will win the fight. That is the issue, though. Like, if you can blink duel like the Warlock even. I think if you blink duel the Warlock, you might not even have to. Actually, yeah, you just yeah, but I think if you just drop him early on in the fight, he does not have the respawn time talent yet, and even if he did, he'd be level 20 at that point, so he's not gonna be able to come back that quickly. But if you wait for Lotus 1, Lotus 2, Global Silence is useless, and then you just have like 4 heroes that do some stuff.
He wants this. He really wants this, and he really should not want this. Legion Commander is waiting nearby. With that halberd available, he can trigger off the Lincoln Sphere. So they go with one. Here goes your trigger. Into the duel. Support is there from Keizu. It's RTK who's losing his life. Support is there. The Global Silence. RTK can't run. The Ice Wall will hold him in position. So RTK's down. 50 seconds. He'll lose the Silencer as well. Both down with no respawns available. That is a second lane of racks. And Freeze can nudge him the top lane all he wants, but, well, that ain't gonna happen. Not when the snowball comes in very deep from Puppey. A little bit too deep going on to FY. So he'll die at the tower, but it's more space creation. Mid melee racks will fall. They TP up towards the top. Freeze couldn't do enough work in time. And mid one with no call step available. Freeze, quick run away under the cover of Shadowblade.
Did a fair amount of structural damage, but VGJ, they just have not made very good use of the first big Legion. I think like RTK is just perhaps out of his comfort zone with these couple of heroes that we've seen, because he's not known for his LC, he's not known for his Omni Knight. He's like his Magnus, I think, is like incredibly good, and there's a lot of heroes in this patch that I think he's a little bit better on. But in this game, like even that last fight, he didn't pop his blade mail before. Not that it would have made that big a difference, but like for a lot of LC players, it's just automatic. Yeah, I'm gonna pop, press the attack, blink, blade mail, BKB, everything right before you go in a duel, because you can't do anything after you duel. But he wasn't able to do that, and wasn't even close to taking down the Invoker during that fight.
Well, VGJ, they know they have to do this, but Team Secret, Smoke Up, Rock is available, the Hoses are available as well, everything's available.
Yeah, I just don't think you really have a choice right now. Like, the net worth graph is not that bad right now. It's only 5,000-ish in favor, but like...
Jump, pulse stomp, perfect target is over on Aggressive, but Aggressive, the shards again pushing him out of range. He'll toggle it out, the rock will fall. Not really perfect on the hits, but Aggressive cannot outrun MP. RTK actually jumped into the middle of it. He allowed for the infest escape, but Keizu still has the tail. They're gonna lose everybody here. VGJ try to stand their ground, but MP comes back to just munch on the bones that is the corpse of VGJ. Even gems of true sides being dropped. Invoker is on the run. He's trying to chase after Freeze, who's up there with FY, but it won't matter if MP goes straight through the mid. The bottom lane's already pressured in. He doesn't even have to wait. That's why the Wolves are attacking into the range. But it's Invoker being brought down by Freeze. The damage with the Magnetize, it may almost be enough. Freeze will actually get the kill. It falls with Laguna Blade into Puppy. It almost feels like a consolation prize with a push down. Freeze's attack will follow through. The mid racks was mopped up. But that's some really good money for Freeze. 711 for the kill on mid one and 391 for the kill on Puppy.
Wow, it's crazy how hard Lina right clicks without the plus 50 damage talent. Like, he chucked down that Invoker in the double stun combo.
You can see it building into the damage now. It's the Daedalus.
Yeah.
It's not even Bloodthorn, it's just like straight up Daedalus.
FY attempting to slow them down. They have no lockdown for FY, so he's just able to...
Rolling Boulder up. That's a double damage Lycan. Ghost just to play around with him, jumps forward once again in the Stampede. He actually baited that one out, so VGJ, this is the best opportunity they have just to swipe out Roshan from underneath Team Secret. Aggressive is on his way over too. With no Invoker or buyback on him, they should have this. But Lycan's Wolves always pesky. The Gem of True Sight's on the Earth Spirit.
It's too low to leave. But if you stay too long, Invoker's going to be here. VTJ, how are you going to tackle this? 10 seconds left on Invoker, but no Stampede?
Yeah. Shards will fly through. Roshan still low, but not low enough for him to find the kill. FY creates a great buff for keeping Keizu away, so he cannot blink forward. So VGJ, but Keizu, they should double blink. Global Silence comes out, so VGJ, they lose a big ultimate. And they have to retreat. Forced off and run. And with that Global Silence, aggressive. Ice Wall kicks in, he has to rage and again retreat. But Team Secret, they ping out, they want to go top lane. The tier 2 tower's the next target. Is this really the efficiency? FY denies his tier 4 towers.
Tough call. Defusal on Lycan. Needs to deal with Ghost Scepters. Not terribly surprising for him. Just need to make sure this little ghoul can attack people.
Oh, there's your jump. This is a big one, aggressive. Aegis the Immortal, it doesn't last long. And Team Secret didn't have to really commit a lot for that one. Aggressive is stuck in an ultimate freeze. Both the shards as well as the ice wall. Rage is a beautiful thing. Allows him to escape.
But that was a Aegis for nothing. No ultimates used, no big cooldowns at all. And now you're faced with the high ground defense. There are 3 shrines left for VGJ. They may be able to take the fight with this, but are there? There's what? Wow. One of them's not even active. That's really bad. They need everything they can muster for this.
It comes off cooldown now. So they do have 3, and they actually just triggered the mid one to get FY some mana. Got to keep our eyes on the buybacks. Legion as well as Earthspirit are the only ones who currently have buybacks for VGJ. Everyone else is just short by about 800.
And now the Centaur has Ags though, so during the duel, I do not think he can win a duel. Even on a support,
Is that when you
gonna
just
be
change
really hard.
RTK to be the control factor?
Who do you control though? Like if you're using LC for control, that's not what the hero's supposed to do. He's supposed to be able to kill people. He only has 58 dual damage, not that much, but when to deal with stuff like Snowball, Sigil, Solar Crest, he doesn't have that many opportunities for
Moments
kills.
like this, Radiant actually just scanned out. They hit mid one, but probably thinking the rest of Team Secret is behind him.
It's really hard to jump in one, especially without a BKB up on the LC. Like
Freeze. Patience. Patience. The Wolves are coming in. He's not Invis. The Sunstrike's right at the money. Will stop as well. This is real trouble. Selena flipped up and she'll go down. 30 seconds. Only her death time, thanks to that negative 30 seconds respawn time.
yeah, I think definitely worth it for him to take the respawn talent this game. He's died a fair amount, and the times that he's died, I think it's been really important that he can come back to the fight very, very quickly.
Trying to create a little bit more space for FY to farm. He's looking for Observe Wards at the moment, but he's 400 gold away from having his Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, Acceptor will be actually pretty important. I think they can save the lifestealer, because a lot of these fight secrets are all ending with the lifestealer, and even the plus attack might not be enough to save him. So if you can just casually pull him back with geomagnetic grip or turn him into stone, it's going to be pretty good for aggressive.
Yep.
He just needs to be able to latch on to people. That's what lifestealers love doing. Just latch on, kill a support, move on. Keep lifestealing. But he can't do that.
Unstoppable.
What are you up to, Team Secret? Like, they want to push him through the top. Just the last lane of ranks and force out Megas. You still have the ability to defend from BTJ. But they've got enough sustain.
They just need to make sure they don't lose a big hero like Invoker. If Invoker gets dueled and dies in the duel, they are going to be in like a really, really tough spot.
You can see him even building kiting items. Like, he's going to go in for the Hurricane Pike. Even 40 minutes in, when he's already feeling pretty max slotted, he's going to go for Hurricane.
They just need to kite the lifestealer. If lifestealer doesn't do any damage, they will win the fight easily. Because he's by far their most significant source of damage in the fight.
But Team Secret aren't finding the opportunity yet. All they're seeing is RTK. And RTK just got his BKB. So a little bit of a harder target for them to initiate on.
Yep, definitely so. They still respect the duel in Fest Bomb too, because anyone can still die to that. Even the Invoker with like Lincoln's BKB, you can easily just get blink halberded and dueled in a matter of like half a second, and just die if you're slightly too slow with fingers, or if you just get global, you'll still die. So it's something that they should respect. If they had the Aegis, I'm pretty sure they would go high ground right now, but without it, they just do not feel confident in their position to not throw the game with the high ground push.
Just have to wait another 3 potential minutes before they can go for Roshan.
It's all good though, that's cheese.
That's, yeah. Stampede, bottom lane. Again, they look for Freeze. The Sunstrike won't hit us money, as the BKB will protect Freeze. FY also in the neighborhood. But that's the BKB down.
Oh, Arcane Rune Wolf. It's like Perma Wolf almost. Nice. That's pretty low. I like, you can do...
FY. What did he get? He found Tusker. Snowball forward, rolling boulder back out again. Aggressive wants something here, but the sigil is out from Puppy. The shards. FY will rolling boulder up. Aggressive. He's got just enough movement speed to get back to the tier 4 towers, but up on top, that's where your battle is. RTK down for 71 seconds. The BKB was triggered, but mid one's just too strong. The global silence is out. Team Secret a little bit deep inside the base, but I don't think MP really cares. He's munching on Fenrir underneath the tier 4 towers. Turns attention towards FY. Diffuser blade taking off the ghost after FY with just enough life. He'll get back, but GG is already called from RTK. This game is done and dusted. Team Secret will take their first game of the Kiev Major out 2-0.
Their team fight was just a lot better, and I think they are exceptionally good about playing around mid one. Secret probably pretty happy. Half the teams will move up to that upper bracket, and Secret did not have an easy matchup in the round one. None of the teams did, really.
Yeah, nothing was really a quick jump through. And in fact, I know the panel's going to love to go through all of that with some surprising results, even OG dropping a game in the first round. I don't know if they actually lost the rest of it, but Team Secret, it's a good start for them, a creative start for them as well. We didn't know exactly what we'll get from Team Secret off the grid for practically a month.
I really like how they always stick with their own style of picks, though. Like, Tusk is not something that's like super common, but I do like how they run it.
I think Fox said it perfectly. It's a very comfort zone for Team Secret with both of the drafts that came out, having both the IO and the Bounty Hunter in the first phase. Like, you go for the Tuskar, it did its job right, and you went up against some of the good strong heroes by playing some of the more random heroes, like having that Mask of Madness build coming in with a
They picked into it a little bit too. I don't know. BTJ just did not have the strongest draft this game, nor the strongest play. RTK not one of his best series.
And I'd love to see what's going to happen with Team Secret in the next round, who they face up against. But before we get there, we'll have a little bit more time because we have another round of games coming up, and I cannot wait for those.
can be a pretty big turnaround play from him too.
All right, well, Enigma, Rubik picked up. We talked about Rubik last game against the Enigma. This is exactly what we were just talking about a second ago. I mean, he's just a very good hero for SG in this time. And in this moment, Enigma, of course, played by S4 once more. At least it should be, especially now that they have the Treant Protector. It could be played by Fly, the Treant, I should say. But we'll wait and see what the bans are going to be. I think there will probably be a Naga ban, Trent. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. They've banned the Alk every single game in the second phase as well. We'll have to see if SG Esports continue to do so. I was just actually looking at Jerax. It looks like he hasn't played Treant Protector since September 2015. It has been a while, guys.
That
since this hero.
Yeah.
Is that
is that his esports profile or his pub profile as well?
That would be his esports one, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's been pubbing it.
I would hope so.
Getting ready for the tournament, but it was a long time ago. Hero was a little bit different back then. Did not have these roaming capabilities that he has now. That was more of a joke almost at that point when you were like really going for these like Orb of Venom, Treant,
boots first, Orb of Venom if you can get it, and just run at people with leech sheet and bring them down.
Was still strong then, much stronger now. But we'll have to see where they go from here. It's, these bans definitely going to be very important. So game number one, and what were our keys to success for SG Esports? It was that super fast snowball. It was getting everything online.
From King RD was a big thing, but that's been banned out, as you can see, by OG. Which, by the way, very exciting that Clockwork is starting to see more love, not just in the offlane, but obviously in the support role, as we had seen earlier today. What else was there that was a key to success for them? I mean, they pretty much did really well in every lane. I'm trying to remember. They had the Enigma for Tavo.
The puck was huge in mid.
Puck was huge, you're right. ADR had some insane plays. I think that's what, Ember Spirit's good, but I feel like, his full playmaking potential comes out when he's on one of those tempo controlling heroes like a puck. Other heroes, of course, are still out there. Queen of Pain, you can go for Storm Spirit if you want to do something like that. But, I mean, he has a wide hero pool, and we'll wait and see what he's going to grab. A lot of the heroes HFN is also sort of been spamming in pubs and sort of that he's known for, haven't really been touched. Jug is one lifestealer as well as another that he's been playing a fair bit of. Luna, of course, I talked to some of the Brazilian commentators. They told me Luna was one of his go-tos as well. So, in terms of key to success, just find those heroes for SG Sports, kind of get a better draft this time around because it didn't really work out in game number 2.
Yeah, the ultimate play here would be the Terror Blade right now, right, for OG. After they just banned Naga and Alchemist, you just be like, well, you know what worked really well in game 2, guys.
Do you go Axe then if that's the case on SG Esports?
Potentially, yep. Could
see
like an OD or something like that as well. But they'll go for the little bit of a flex pick here in Avenge.
Flex. Absolutely. Just keeps your draft open-ended. We got to play carry. We got to play support. We'll wait and see what they're going to do with it. Excited to see. I personally, I love Core Venge a lot, and I wouldn't be shocked to see No-Tail or somebody play that hero for OG in that position. But
yeah, so yeah, the Venge though, I do like it